Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Ismail. So for this assignment, I will be represent my group for two subtopics. First, how culture and religions will play roles in the adolescent's moral development, and second, the importance of fostering moral development in adolescence. So culture and religion plays an important role in adolescents' moral development. So a culture, they describe the way someone acts, including their attitudes, beliefs, intentions, and regulations. So this varies according to the chronological era, nations, geographical locations, as also the people and organizations. So this belief with cultural norms and practice will create a sense of order and control a living aspect. So the cultural norms will impact the moral interpretations, and different cultures may have different opinions on what is good and what is evil. So it will shape a person's view and morals, which they will be carrying on the rest of their life. So this factor will drive their belief, decision making, and actions during their development. So the culture factors that included into the moral judgment in adolescence, including the language, rules, and also expectations. So, teenagers, they make moral decisions on a regular basis. So, when they are young, their family, culture, and religions have a big influence on their moral decisions. But as they get into the adolescence, the peers influence them more as they spend more time with them compared to their family. But the influence of the culture and religion cannot be ignored. So the belief system, they will shape a person's behavior and drive a person's actions. So a widely accepted belief become a part of a society, and in many ways, then it will affect the society we live in. So second is the strongest belief system, which is the religion. So most religion, they use positive and negative reinforcement to empower morality, which is including God-fearing elements in their scriptures. For example, the Hindu use the concept of karma and reincarnations. The Christians use concept of heaven and hell and salvations, and also Islam use the concept of paradise and hell. So when people believe in terrifying and punishing supernatural beings, they are more prone to behave morally and truthfully. So the religious upbringing will also lead to a variety of positive consequences, including the life satisfactions, the more community involvement, and a stronger sense of missions and purpose, and also the greater forgiveness level. So for teenagers, when they are managing their life problems, the religious practice, prayer, and meditation can be available resources to help them. So there's a study that proves religious moral belief will give a positive impact on mental stability of an adolescent. This is because it helps the growth, development, and socializations of the personality of an adolescent. Next, I will be describing about the moral issues in adolescence, which is teenage pregnancy or underage sex. So teenage pregnancy and underage sex is another moral issues that are concerning not only in Malaysia but also in many countries, because the rising number from years to years. So it is reported 14 from 1,000 underage girls are pregnant each year, and 25% cases involve out of wedlock pregnancy. So the higher number of pregnancy is predicted because there are illegal abortion and also infant abandonment. So it will be another issues that come from it, which is the newborn dumping and abandoning, which is the outcome of the undesired pregnancy. So each year, an average of 100 newborns are aborted in Malaysia, according to the statistic. So when the adolescents who desire to avoid pregnancy may not be able to do so due to the information gaps and also misconceptions about where to get and how to utilize contraceptive methods. The pregnancy and delivery problems also are the main reason for the death among underage females worldwide. This become an issue because teenagers, they are not morally ready to make a decisions on sexual intercourse and not emotionally ready to make a judgment about the quality of intimate relations. The sociological evidence on abandonment furthermore make it clear that teenagers are not prepared to take social and economic responsibility for the birth of a child. It's important for parents to be ready to talk about all elements of sexuality with their children so that they can help to make the best appropriate decisions. Parents who have a better understanding of the process of teenage sexual development are better positions to help their children. It's very crucial because this development also affect the moral development of teenagers and to avoid the worst scenario to occur. So lastly, I presenting about the importance of fostering moral development among adolescents. So the individual moral development, they refers to how a person skills in managing, understanding and adhering to morals and expectations of their culture. So it is how individuals choose to live their life in accordance with a series of ethics. So as a teenagers, they develop their cognitive, emotional and social skills. Their concept of morality broadens and their action become more closely linked with their values and beliefs. So when it comes to moral growth, adolescents become a critical and sensitive periods. This is because one's value system and behavior code, which control the moral thinking, are in way molded and impacted by one's identity during the adolescence. We know that adolescence is the foundation of adulthood. It is believed that the moral characters of adults is the result of the adolescence. So it is very important to nurture a good and positive input into the adolescent's life during this period. So the family and parenting will affect the moral development of the adolescents because they are the main role of creating how a good person image. Adolescents, they acquire skills along with the new environments and experience. So there are a lot of skills and type of expertise that will be developed during this phase. For many youngsters, they do not receive adequate moral and ethical educations, which lead them into a wrong way. So as a person become older and more mature, his or her moral ideas may shift. So this is where moral development come into play. So the moral talk and moral behavior are connected but not identical. So we have to aware that maybe it is wrong, but yet they still choose to do it. So the moral growth aids in the improvement of a person's thinking and behavioral patterns. So we can see how it is very important to foster the moral development during this stage. So that's all from me. Thank you.